What's up, guys? Chef Jeff here. This dope cooking show. If you are here, then you heard that I, Chef Jeff, has a cooking show, and it's called This Dope Cooking Show. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, look, what's up? Hey, I've been working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been working. Like, I'm tired. My brother is pooped. So yeah, I been moving around quite a bit. Had a couple of caterings. I had the Holy Box out a few times, and I was just working. So look, I am pooped, but hey, look, I'm still here for y'all because we are gonna do some cooking because that's what I do on this dope cooking show. So look, today we're gonna do the infamous Mississippi pot roast, and we're gonna put that thing with a baked sweet potato, and we're gonna have some Brussels sprouts to go with it. Now I know y'all have seen me do the Brussels sprouts before, but cooking is a continuous learning process, and I've learned that there is another vegetable that you can put with them Brussels sprouts and make them amazing and fire. So we're gonna do that today. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get working because take some time. I pulled out my fancy cooking gadget. That's that pressure cooker. Pressure. Bringing the pressure today. Because normally, people do they roast in the oven. They do it in a crock pot. But the pressure cooker, we gonna get that thing done quick. And we gotta wait all day. And it's still gonna have that same flavor. It's gonna be tender. It's gonna be great. And when you pop that top, it's gonna be ready to go. So that's what we got going today on this dope cooking show. So had the Holy Box out. Some of y'all pulled up. Appreciate y'all. Some of y'all didn't come. I don't know what happened. But I still love y'all same. I'll be out again whenever that happens. Stay tuned. I post it every week. I made a good commercial, right? This is your public service announcement. So I made a good public service announcement video so that way you can hear and you'll know that when you see the video, that next Saturday or Friday, whenever I say, Holy Box is gonna be out. Yeah, Holy Box is gonna be out. So we was out there. We had the salmon Philly. Let me tell y'all, I did a salmon Philly on the humbug, right? I said I'm gonna put it on the Holy Box, and it went crazy. I'm talking about, I heard you had a salmon Philly. Oh, what's a salmon Philly? Like, people walk up to the menu board, they're looking at me like, salmon Philly? I don't know. I said, well, why don't you try it? Well, what is it? When you say Philly, to me, I automatically think Philly cheesesteak, right? But people don't always get the correlation. Cool. So I say, it's a Philly cheesesteak, but with salmon instead of the beef. They go, oh. And I say, yeah, you can get it with andouille sausage. It's going to give it a little kick if you want. Man, them things was selling like hotcakes. I'm talking about boom, boom, boom. I'm 20. I think over the course of the last 3 weeks, I think I've served 40 salmon Phillies. That's a hot commodity right there. That's fire. That's hot. So we're gonna keep that thing rolling. We're gonna keep it on the truck for sure. I added a catfish and shrimp plate. Somebody was like, hey, you got some shrimp? I was like, yeah, can you fry them? I said, sure. And then they asked for catfish and shrimp. So I put that on the menu board too, right? Went crazy. They want catfish and the shrimp. So then I was like, well, if I got these shrimp, if they don't want catfish, they can get shrimp too. Put a shrimp plate on the menu. And I'm talking about, we moving and grooving. And I'm like, come with a drink. And I'm like, oh, for real? It come with a drink? Yeah, let me get a drink. Got the combo. You know what I'm saying? So it's working. It's working. I'm getting used to driving around with the trailer. Not so good at parking it, but hey, every time is, it's a new thing. But it's all new to me. It's cool. The worst part about it is wrestling like the propane tank. So I got a 100-pound propane tank, right? I gotta unhook it from the trailer, take it, get it filled, then put it back on the trailer. That's a workout all by itself. So anyway, it is what it is. It's the food truck life. It's fun. I'm having a good time. I got strangers, I got friends, got people that heard about it from somebody else. They said come over and get one. I came and got one. So like it's building its reputation on its own. The Holy Box doing this thing, and so we're just gonna keep making sure that we make good, great food, and we're gonna keep that thing going. So appreciate y'all that jumped out there. I would like to pose a question to y'all. So y'all looking, y'all get in the comments. The question is, what happened to customer service? Is it gone? Is it something that we just don't do no more, or what? Like, what happened to it? Customer service and the niceness of being served. I mean, even Chick-fil-A, they be like, my pleasure. They don't even have a smile no more. They be like, all right, my pleasure. Because they know they got to say that. But like, what happened to customer service? Jump in the comments. Tell me what you think is going on. Because I've distinguished that in the daytime, when the boss is there, when the GM's working on the property, food be on point, people be happy. But in the evening time, you might get whatever. Like I told you, I went to McDonald's one time before and got burgers with no meat. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not getting the same great service from nowhere, really. I mean, I guess people don't want to work. I don't know. Anyway, jump in the comments. Tell me what you think. What's going on with customer service these days? Who has good customer service? Do you offer good customer service with the products that you sell? I try to make sure that I like at least crack a joke. I think I got two good jokes for every order. I try to make sure I smile, make sure that my face don't look like don't come to my trailer and get no food, but you better come to my trailer and get some food. So I'll be trying to make sure I look good. I try to make sure I stay freshed up. You know what I'm saying? While I'm serving it, all of that. So yeah, jump in the comments. Tell me what you think. I'm finna get ready. We're finna start making this food. So like I said, today we got the Mississippi pot roast. We're gonna do a baked potato, or a sweet potato, a baked sweet potato. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna put some butter, cinnamon sugar, brown sugar maybe. No, butter and cinnamon sugar. We're gonna go with that. Keep it simple. Then we're gonna go with the Brussels sprouts. But I got a little surprise to add to these Brussels sprouts this time. Might change a lot. All I can say is try it. I laughed at it at first until I ate some. Then I was like, huh, okay. So that's what we're gonna get into. I'm finna go set up. I'll see y'all in a minute. Okay, guys, welcome back. Look, we finna get right into this. We're gonna move quick too. Cause it's a lot going on and you know what I'm saying, you gotta get stuff done. So anyway, we got our sweet potatoes. I got 3 different sizes here, of course, but for whatever reason, they're gonna all take the same time to cook. And that's fine. I ain't in no hurry. I just want to get it in there. So we're gonna put these guys in the oven. I got my oven set on 350 degrees, and we'll probably just let them go. It's just slow cook. So I do it like we do it at the restaurant. We got aluminum foil right here. We're gonna put a little oil on that guy, and sit that potato right in there, sitting right in there. And then we might put a little. There we go. Might put some on top. Boom, and then we'll. You want to always make sure that you get it closed in good. There we go. So we're gonna do 3 of these. There's so many people eating, and yeah, it's gonna be good. Can you imagine having to do this every day? 300-400 potatoes a day. Oh man, talk about sad. Because you come in to work and you wrap potatoes for the first hour and a half of your shift. I did it at the steakhouse. Sure did. Then they start cutting them down. Oh, it's crazy. But anyway, so we got our potatoes ready. Go in the oven. Like I said, 350 degrees. And we're just going to let them go till they soft. And so what I mean by soft is, when I walk up to this, when I open the oven door, I'm going to press it. And it's going to squish. So that's what we got going. And since I put some oil on them, I'm going to put them on a tray. Because why not, right? That way we don't get no oil in the bottom of our oven, because that is the hardest thing to do, is to get the oil and the stuff off the bottom of the oven, right? So we're going to put that on the tray and let them go. So we got that knocked out. Ain't gonna take us no time. We're gonna get this meal rolling, baby. Yeah. So next, we're gonna do our Brussels sprouts. Ooh-wee. Let me tell you something. These Brussels sprouts, of course, are already good, but I learned that if you add a little red pepper to the Brussels sprouts, it gives you another flavor. Now I'm gonna tell you, I got this idea from Doc. Y'all know who Doc is on Perspective. Doc said she put some red uh, bell peppers in the Brussels sprouts one day for her breakfast. I just looked at her crazy. She was like, "Don't knock it till you try it." Well, I tried it and it was good. So I want to show y'all that we did the same. That it's good. Like it's gonna first, and it's gonna give up. It's gonna give you some color. It's gonna break up the monotony of all that green, but the flavor is also good too. So just a bag of Brussels sprouts. These are pre-washed and all that. That don't make no difference because we're gonna wash them anyway. So we're gonna wash these, and then we'll come back and we get those rolling. And they may not be that dirty, but you can never be too sure. You don't know what they washing theirs with. You may not be washing your stuff with the same thing. So just take time to wash it again, and it's fine. These are some big Brussels sprouts too. So Kroger is good, and also Walmart Market is good with the size of their Brussels sprouts. So I like those. These size, these like junior cabbages to me. But anyway, all right, we got them washed. We're gonna go back and we're gonna cut them. Okay, guys. So we got our Brussels sprouts cut, and we got our red pepper in there. I told y'all, and the red pepper gonna set it off, but it also gives it a little color. So if you look at that, got a little color in there. Cool. We always like good color, right? So got the color added. We're gonna season those guys up, and then we're gonna get them in the oven and get them roasted. So we're gonna roast our Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna put it in there with the potatoes. Same 350. 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, depending on how you like. I like mine kind of soft with just a little bit of crunch left. And I also like the season to get in there and really play. So we're gonna throw them on a sheet pan, toss them with some oil, hit them with some seasonings. Of course, this time we're gonna use our seasonings. Now we're gonna go a little different route with this one, just because, right? It's all new because we added that red pepper. So for me, I added Cavender's all grease seasoning. Here's another one, Montreal chicken seasoning. Boom. Hey, look, the Montreal chicken seasoning is something. So That's gonna add a different flavor and play well with that red pepper. So you want to make sure that you kind of pair your seasonings together, so that way you don't have Italian seasoning on something that's not Italian. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, do what you wish with your food. But this is what we're gonna do with this one. We're gonna get in the sheet pan, on the sheet pan, and in the oven. So that we put a little oil on it so it don't stick to the bottom of that sheet pan. We're gonna hit it with the Cavendish, our Greek seasoning. And depending on what you got going, it's up to you. You use a little, you can use a lot. Now the Cavendish does contain just a smidge of salt, so you want to make sure that you don't use too much and just over salt your Brussels sprouts. Then we're gonna hit it with some Montreal steak seasoning. We're gonna toss it, and then we're gonna be ready to go in the oven. So we got our sweet potatoes in. We got our Brussels sprouts ready to go in. So we halfway done. Next thing we're gonna do is season up this meat so that we can get it in our pressure cooker. So we have that Mississippi pot roast. Okay, quick recap. We got our baked sweet potatoes in the oven, working right now. We also got in the oven our Brussels sprouts with red bell peppers, something new that we added. And then we put Cavendish all-purpose Greek seasoning and Montreal chicken seasoning, put them together, boom, toss them in some oil, and they in the oven working. So yeah, we get it in on this dope cooking show. Funny story though, I want to tell you, I'm gonna be transparent. So I'm trying to be the man, right? I want to be the guy y'all come get y'all fish from. I'm trying to be the dude, right? So I'm trying to show the customers and show the people I'm loyal. If I say I'm a beater, I'm a beater. Okay, cool, right? So not this past Saturday, because it was nice and sunny outside, but last Saturday, there was an 80% chance of rain. Okay, cool. So look, the way the weather runs in Texas, where I live, sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. So it's like a gamble. Even though the weatherman say, well, it's going to be widespread, or it's going to be scattered, blah, blah, blah. I could go a whole day and not get no rain where I live. But other parts could get it. Dallas could definitely get it. Fort Worth could get it, and it misses me, right? Cool. So I'm like, all right, bet. So on my phone, I got the hour by hour forecast, blah, 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 blah. They said the rain wasn't going to start till like 11 o'clock. So I'm like, cool, bet. I'm going to get there early. I'm going to set up. I'm going to be ready. So if they want to drive up, you can drive up under my trailer because I got a little overhang. So it looks like a drive-through sometimes. So you can drive up under there. I'm like, yeah, just drive up under here, place the order. Then I hand it out the window to them. Cool, no problem. Man, it got the raining. It got the thundering. Then it got the lightning. I'm like, man. But here's the thing. I still have people pulling up. So I'm like, okay, cool. They know I'm going to be here no matter what. Yeah. Holy box. It got the thunder. Some more. So the weather slacked off, right? And then it was like, okay, we might be all right for the rest of the day. No. It started raining again. It started thundering even more. Then it started lightning even more. So I promise you, it felt like the lightning flashed right behind my trailer. So I'm like, nah, I'm finna go. I just went on, packed up, got on the out of there. And people was calling. People was like, I'm on the way. I'm going to come. Nah, don't worry about it. Because if I get blown up, who's going to explain that? Nobody's going to believe that I was on a food trailer working, serving the best fish in the city, and lightning struck and blew up my trailer, and I was in it. Ain't nobody's going to believe that, right? So I packed up and I left. So that's the first time that I have ever really been afraid of any kind of weather situation, ever. I've been in a tornado. I've been outside, stuck from between the parking lot and the building, and the tornado was coming over the hill. Like, it's been some stuff going on. Like, I've had some experiences with the weather, especially coming out of Illinois, Missouri. You see, sometimes you hear a tornado, see a tornado here and there. But man, this was a look. So I punked out. I went ahead and packed it up and came on home. It was a wet day. And even though it was wet, people still showed up. I appreciate all y'all, but that was why I wasn't there all day because that weather was crazy, and I wasn't gonna blow up. Nah. So look, we got all our sides in. Let's go ahead and get to this meat, the meat of the thing. Let's go ahead and get this Mississippi pot roast in our pressure cooker and get the party rolling. So we got our pressure cooker ready to go. Boom. We got our roast. We're gonna put that thing in there. And then we're gonna hit it with some seasonings, right? So so I don't know where the Mississippi pot roast came from. I think it was a TikTok thing and it hit around maybe COVID, maybe right before COVID. But anyway, so it is a mix of ranch seasoning, brown gravy mix, and pepperoncinis. I use the whole ones. That's it. You throw it in there, you set it and forget it, so to speak, and that's it, right? But I just have to add my own thing. So I have found that McCormick makes a Instapot ready slow cooker savory pot roast mix, and I throw that in there, right? I ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm not trying to, fix if it ain't broke. These seasonings here make it all worthwhile. It just does. So I put that in there. This brown gravy mix. Oh, that's my ice machine. We got to go and get that guy back out because, yeah, ice machine. I'm gonna show it to you in a minute. Don't you worry, because my kitchen is full of gadgets. Yeah, don't judge me, judge your mama. It's cool. I have probably too many gadgets, but what chef don't have no gadgets? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the first batch of ice ready. That's what that was. I mean, it's time to start having some cold beverages on ice. So we got our brown gravy mix in there. We got our slow cooker pot roast mix in there, and then we're gonna go with 1 pack of the ranch seasoning. So I always, I throw other vegetables in mine sometimes. But for this particular one, I'm not gonna put it in there because I have some house guests here, and they not real fond of the onions and stuff like that. So it's cool. I'm just gonna, stick with what I know, and we're gonna follow that recipe. But you can add peppers, onions, potatoes, whatever you want to add. Right? It's your pot roast. You can make it full, full of meat. I mean, full of vegetables and meat, or you can just make it for just the meat. I'm just gonna do the meat because we got the other vegetables working, and it's gonna come together real nice. So we don't want to complicate the dish too much. So don't forget to add water. Also, another part of the recipe is the water. You want to cover your pot roast, cover your meat with the water. Okay, so we got all our seasons in. We're gonna put and so with these pepperoncinis, they got some that's mild and they got some that's medium heat. I went with the more medium heats. Give it a kick, right? So we're gonna get 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and then I'll put the juice in there too, cause I'm fancy. So then we're gonna get our pot roasting. We're gonna get our roast in, set the timer, and then we're gonna come back when it comes time to plate this thing up. So we're gonna get all that mixed up in there. So hold on, let me. I'm moving too fast. Y'all tell me to slow down. Let's get some water in there, cause we're supposed to have some water. So this is what I'm gonna do. We'll put all our seasons in there. We're gonna give it a good old whirly whirly, stir it all up, right? We're gonna mix it all together. We don't want it to be too, And so I don't know who came up with the pressure cooker. Wonderful idea. That's all I can say. Cause this thing is no joke. We're gonna press that down in there. See, I want y'all to see. Check this out. That's what it looks like in there, right? I'm gonna hit it with some more seasonings and stuff. Probably put some more peppers on top and cover it. And then we're gonna put it in that pressure cooker. We're gonna put that lid on and let it start cooking. But I just wanted y'all to see what it looks like. Mississippi pot roast going in the pressure cooker. So it's not a hard recipe. It's really easy and it's amazing when it's done, especially if you do it right. So you don't want to overdo the seasonings because, like I said, you have it in the pressure cooker, and it'll just concentrate, right? One thing about the pressure cooker, it will compress all of the everything that's inside of it, and you don't want your salt content to be too high because it'll just concentrate the salt and it'll be really, really salty. So you don't want that, right? But this is what we got. This dope cooking show. We got our pot roast ready. And so let me show you on my little pressure cooker here. We just gonna click the pressure cook button and then that thing gonna start and that's what we got. So we're gonna push that. We already pushed it. We're gonna put our top on. It's gonna do its business, and we're just gonna wait till it get done. I normally wait and let it finish its full cycle. I think this goes for an hour. So I'll let it go for its full cycle, and then I'll let it decompress on its own. And what that means is I'll come over, I'll turn it off, but the pressure will still be in there, and then it'll dissipate on its own. So that way it's still kind of cooking a little bit and tenderizing that meat in there. So that's how I work mine. Now you can do yours differently, but always be aware that when you open the lid on this pressure cooker, steam under pressure is gonna come out, and a steam burn is no pump. Just saying. Had one before, don't want one again. Just saying. So this dope cooking show, we got everything rolling. We're gonna come back. We're gonna plate everything up. It's gonna be delicious. All right. Ooh, look at that plate, y'all. This dope cooking show. Yeah. We got our Brussels sprouts, some red peppers. We roasted those. We got our Mississippi pot roast. We got our baked sweet potato with a little cinnamon and a little dab of butter. That's it. So look, y'all. This dope cooking show. It's time to eat. Catch y'all next week.